All right, welcome back, everyone. I am lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen, and today we're going to be talking about should I buy penny stocks in 2022? And listen, the answer is unequivocally yes. If you know what to look for, if you know what boxes to check, and if you have a process and risk management. Okay, I got two examples today. Okay, from today. I don't like to go back and cherry pick from forever ago. And I'm going to show you the notes and the breakdown that we had in the Steady Trade team and go over this. So let's talk about GOVX number one. Okay, this was an incredible setup yesterday and today, and actually a little bit last week. So look at this stock. We'll go back to last week was May 20th. This was a monkeypox related play, okay? So I'm going to be checking a lot of these boxes, so pay attention and write this down, okay? And why I thought, and I firmly believe this was the best trade today on day 3, mind you, okay? So let's fast forward back to Friday. Again, here we are on May 20th. This was a monkeypox play. All of the monkeypox plays were running. They've all fizzled out since then. But going back to last week, I mean, there was tons of fear out there, all kinds of media coverage. Everybody is freaking out. How bad is monkeypox going to be? So we got a story stock. I mean, it really reminded me of Ebola. SIGA was another stock. I mean, all of these, it's funny how these runs happen on Friday. That's where it's like, not to get too tinfoil hatty, but it's like interesting how, like I remember Ebola, the Ebola stock run happened on a Friday, gapped up huge in after hours, squeezed on Monday. It's always like it's like, why do these things always seem to, especially like these epic short squeezes? Why is it always Friday? Well, a lot of them are manufactured. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, a lot of the Steady Trade podcast episodes. I think so many of these moves are created by the infamous they, that know that, listen, the media needs stories through the weekend, okay? Businesses are closed, the stock market's closed. So they love to latch on to these outbreak, whether it be Ebola or whether it be monkeypox, because it gives them something to churn out all weekend. And don't yell at me. Okay, listen, if you don't understand the business of the 24-hour news cycle, you need to understand how it works, okay? Going back, basically 30, 40 years ago when the 24-hour news channels and now the websites with the clickbaity titles, okay, again, understand how the sausage gets made. They need a story to push through the weekend. It's interesting how these stories always seem to propagate on Friday afternoons. All right. So anyway, we got a monkeypox play. We got scary stuff. Then it gaps up and runs again on Monday. Okay. Meanwhile, and this is why I was so interested in GOVX today, this thing ran all day yesterday when yesterday was Monday. All of the other monkeypox plays all got destroyed. All of them. SIGA, TNXP, they all gapped down and closed on the low of the day. Look at what GOVX did. Ran all day and basically closed at around the high of the day when everything else fell. What does that tell you? It tells you the theme is over. The story ran its course. The media moved back to Ukraine or whatever, and forgot about monkeypox. But we know they're short stuck, because there was absolutely no reason for GOVX to continue and disconnect from all of the other hot sector monkeypox plays. So now coming into today, we know we're like, hey, something's brewing with this thing. So I'm going to jump over to my notes from this morning. So this is what, if you're on StocksToTrade Advisory, click that link below. I'm still live every morning, 8:30 Eastern. If you've been following, I did pre-market prep for 3 years. I'm still doing it every morning, 8:30 Eastern. Click the link below to get access. But so this is from this morning about 9:05 a.m. They dropped the press release at precisely 9 a.m. You can see it right there. I love that. I love when they know how to play the game. Look at that. Exactly 9 a.m. Perfectly. They weren't even a second late. That's impressive for penny stocks. Remember, penny stocks screw everything up. These guys were precisely 9 a.m., not 1 second late. And again, receives notice of allowance of some cancer China news. It's like, listen, we know every bit of news out of China, speaking of hashtag fake news, everything out of China is fake. Never believe in any China penny stocks. They're all scams. If you ever invest or believe or become a bag holder in a Chinese stock, please consult psychiatric help. Okay. Anyway, this press release probably isn't even real. It's probably just manufactured, but they drop it at 9 a.m. And you can see at that point, GOVX was already hanging around and was basing at VWAP. So right here in pre-market, it's basing, PR drops, runs up, and then we get our confirmation at 9:20 a.m., which is the red to green, okay? That's that yellow line. That's our red to green, green to red line, previous day's close, the 4 p.m. close. You know, it's one of our favorite indicators, okay? Don't overcomplicate your indicators. Breakouts, breakdowns, simple technical support and resistance, VWAP, green to red, red to green, high a day, low a day, simple technical indicators. We're trading against idiots in penny stocks, okay? The reason we love this niche, 99% of people in this niche are morons. The simpler the setups, the better. We can recognize that. And if you trade with actual risk management, you're ahead of 99% of the morons out there. So anyway, this thing goes green. And you can see here was the plan. I broke it down, another BS press release. This was yesterday's monkeypox squeezer. And again, this is from this morning at 9:02 a.m., right after the press release drop. Great volume. You know shorts are trapped. Now they'll see a PR, they'll panic. Because remember, if you're short this stock, and it doesn't matter how sketch the PR is, it's still a press release. You're gonna panic at that green to red to green, okay? Yesterday's close of the red to green line is 232. This is totally trash, but it's a low float chat pump survivor. This got a chat pump yesterday and today, and it survived all of that. So then we talked about that target at that 235 area, risking on a whole dollar, half dollar of 2 with a goal of high 2s, even 3 plus. You can see this thing immediately spiked to 298 after going, immediately. Went to 299, actually. 299 immediately after the spike. So it basically hit the goal. But the great thing is, if you didn't sell into that, maybe it was too quick, you didn't have time to nail that exit, it pulls back to VWAP, bases at VWAP, and then gave you a beautiful exit. So if you didn't sell into that secondary spike at 338, again, check out the Steady Trade team because you need help, okay? Listen, if you get... This might be the biggest takeaway from this video 7 minutes in, okay? If you miss a chance to take your goal, to take your profit goal in a penny stock, you miss your chance, it happens, okay? But especially in these fast moving stocks, maybe you're on the phone, maybe you're trading part-time, you're at work and you miss that exit. If you get a second chance in a trash, low float, chat pump, monkeypox, Chinese press release play, you get a second chance to take your goal and you don't take it because you get greedy, my friend, it ain't gonna end well. Seriously. I'm kind of, I'm kind of being overly dramatic here. If you don't take that second chance, man, and when you're, this isn't Apple, okay? This isn't Tesla. This isn't Amazon. This isn't Google. This isn't Berkshire Hathaway. Okay. You get that second chance to exit at 299.3, the goal we talked about in the Steady Trade team webinar. And then you hold all day and you wonder why doesn't trading penny stocks work? That's why. You got a second chance. Okay. It's like getting, listen, if you survive one plane crash and then you get in another plane crash, okay, maybe quit flying or something. Okay. So anyway, incredible play, shows you the power of these things when you check the boxes. All of that laid out an hour in advance. And then another one, BTTX. And what I'm demonstrating here is how reliable these patterns are and how often they come around. So BTTX, this was from another Steady Trade team webinar at 2 p.m. You can see the stock was at 177 and it kissed 180 right at that 2 p.m. webinar. Now, what I know it's hard to see what I'm scribbling here, so let me walk you through it. Basically, this thing spiked at 4 a.m. right here, retested at 5 a.m., retested at the 9:45 window, retested at 10:30, and then broke for the fifth break I wrote 4 times. Well, actually 4 fails. So the 5th time when this thing breaks technical resistance on high volume, look at that candle with VWAP holding action. That's a trade, man. And that is a classic technical support and resistance break. And then ultimately BTTX, I believe, went as high as almost, after that spike, it went as high as 223. You know, again, might not sound like a lot, but that's 40 cents. Okay. And you're never going to nail the top. Okay. But a 40 cents of upside on a $1 stock, that ain't bad. And look at that exponential move. And much like GOVX, if you got greedy and you didn't take the stop, it yanks back to VWAP. And guess what? Reclaims the high day again. Give you a second chance. So many of these short squeeze stocks do it. That's what low floaters do. Okay. So understand, it's just 2 examples from today. They're all box checkers. They're all got news. They all follow the patterns. They all have unusual volume. BTTX didn't have a chat pump, but GOVX did. So many boxes just checking on down the line. So should you buy penny stocks in 2022? The answer is yes. And the best way to do it is getting in the Steady Trade team.